Hello everyone. In this session, we will see unit number 8, structure. This slide shows the index for this chapter. First, we will see the basics of structure. What is structure? How it is different from array? What is the importance of structure? What are the structure members and how we can access the structure member? Nested structure, array of structures, structure and function, and structure and pointer. So let us start to understand what is the structure. We already seen what is array. Array is a collection of data type items having the same data type and accessed using a common name and an integer index into the collection. Now what if I want to store the information of student? Using array we can collect the same data type. But what if I need to put together the different data types? For example, if I want to store the information of a person. Now the information of person contains name, age, gender, salary, contact number, address, many things. It's birth date. So they all are having a different data types. Now if I want to put this together, at that time I cannot use array. For that, C provides you the structure. So structure is a collection of data items and it is not mandatory that they all are having the same data type. But we can have a group of different data types. And the individual fields within the structure are accessed by name. In array we access it with the index, but here we access by the name. So structures are very powerful for building together the data items that collectively describe a thing. Suppose it's a person. So I have a group of its items like its age, name, contact number, address, city, anything. If it is a student, I can store the information about the student, that is roll number, age, contact number, parents number, standard, likewise. So for example, you want to store some information about a person, his name, citizenship, number, salary. So we can easily create different variables like name, city, salary to store this information separately. However, in future, you would want to store information about a multiple person. Now you need to create a different variables for each information like name 1, city 1, salary 1, name 1, likewise. So here is a syntax of structure. Struct is a keyword used before declaring a structure. S-T-R-U-C-T. Struct is a keyword that we have to write before creating the structure. After that, you have to provide the structure name. Then start the curly bracket and we provide the different members. Now, whatever field inside the structures are considered as a member of that structure. And every member has its own data type, right? So, data type member 1, data type member 2, up to whatever data type you or members you want to add, you can add. Now, important thing is structure ends with the semicolon. Okay, so here struct is the keyword, struct name is the tag name of the structure, and this member 1, member 2 up to members are nothing but the members of the structure. So this is a small example for it, how we can declare a structure. So struct is the keyword, space, person, that is the name of the structure, curly bracket starts, character, name, this is string. Because name contains more than one character. So here we cannot write character name, right? Otherwise it will consider only single character. Character name of 50. So size of name is 50. So we can have a string, integer contact number and float salary. So here we have created a structure person has 3 members, name, contact number and salary. So how we can use it? How we can variable declaration we can do in this. So this is a declaration, struct person, integer main. Inside the main, you can declare a variable of a structure. So struct keyword, the name of the structure, person, and now you can create the instance of it or the variable of it, that is person 1, person 2, person 3 of 20. You can create array of this variable, no issue at all. And then return 0. The another way to declare variable of structure is at the end of the structure definition, like a structure person, when we declare the structure, character name, contact number, salary. So before the semicolon and at the end of the curly bracket, we can write person 1, person 2, person 3 this way. So we have declared a variable. Now how to access the value of variable, because we have create more than one variable, but they all are referring to the same entity, same field. So how we can access it? So for that we have a member operator. So any member of a structure can be accessed as structure variable name dot member. So let us understand it by means of program only. So you'll get better idea for this. For example, if I want to create a structure, so first I have to write the struct keyword, then person. Here I have to write the curly bracket. Here I have to write the curly bracket, say integer. Okay, first I create the character name. Here I provide the value, that is 20. Now integer age, second variable. So this is what I have declared the structure. Struct is a keyword. This struct is a keyword. Person is your structure name. You can give any name. Then these are the member. Two members are there for the structure person. One is a string character name and second is an integer age. Right? Now there are two ways to declare the array of the structure. The first way is you can write over here struct person, say P1. This way you can write. Now if I want to give value to a particular member of the structure, you can write, say, okay, so here we have a string, so we can copy, and for that we can use a string copy function. So we include string dot h, and here we can write, after creating the variable of the person, we can write string copy strcpy. In that we have to write p1 dot name, that is one variable. We have already seen in a string chapter that how we can use the inbuilt function of a string library, right? String dot h having a multiple string related functions, inbuilt functions, and this strcpy is a string copy function. So here we can write the name, whatever name you want to assign to the p1 dot name, say Rahul, and age, I can write age directly, like p1 dot age is equal to, say, 20. Okay, so dot is an operator to access the member variable, right? Now if I want to print it, I can write print f. Here as the name is a string, I have to write percentage s, and then I'll write p1 dot name, and then I write printf percentage v, and here I'll write p1 dot age. Okay, so we will write this. We will run this code and see what happens. Okay, there is an error, semicolon is missing somewhere. Yes, here, struct person. Okay, we have seen that struct is ended with the semicolon, so don't forget to write the semicolon there. Okay, Rahul and 20. Again, you have to write a new line. over here /n. So let us run again. So we have the details like person name is Rahul and person age is 20. Now this is the way to declare a structure variable within the main. Now if I want to write or declare another way, after declaring the structure, you can write over here and no need to write the struct person. You can omit writing this thing. You just have to write that P1 is a variable of structure person and we can do the rest of the thing will work perfectly. So let us try to execute it. Right? Now if I declare another variable, say P2, okay? So for the same you can write here Rima and here you can write P2 dot. It is P2 dot age is equal to say 21. Here P2. Okay, so this printf statements are required to write again for P2. So you just note here that name and age are the members of the structure. Okay, they will remain same. We have to create this P1, P2, P3, P4 variable of the structure. Okay, and using this dot operator, we can access the individual values of those variables. Again, semicolon is missing somewhere. Okay, over here, semicolon is missing. So, put the semicolon. So, person name is Rahul and person age is 20. Person name is Rima and person age is 20. So, this is how we can write a structure. Okay, we can write a structure using struct keyword. We can declare the variable of this structure and using dot operator, we can access the value of the variable. So here is an example for structure book. You can see over here we have declared the struct book. This book structure contains how many members? 4 members. Character title, character author, character subject and integer book ID. As book ID is an integer, rest of the other members are string. We cannot write character title only. You have to declare a string, character title and provide the size. Okay. Now the structure is ended with the semicolon. Integer main, we have declared 2 variables of the structure, book 1 and book 2. We are providing values for the members of book 1 as well as book 2 and then we print the value of it. So this is what we have seen, how we can declare the structure, how we can create the variable of the structure and how we can access the members of the function for each variable declared variable of that structure. So this is the end of this session. Rest of the things we will see in the next session. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.